Hello, friends. My name is Maximus, and I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 23rd episode of Caches and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons & Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by the amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, Virtual Spectre, and Moobs Like Jagger from the GG crew. Mac and Cheese Please will not be joining us tonight, but she'll be back next week. I'm so excited to roll dice with you all.
Ready.
Are you really ready?
I mean, I'm so ready that I'm going to play this jam and it's going to be so mind-blowing you won't even hear it. See, watch.
The real question is, are you ready, DM?
That's a question that I feel like every DM can both say yes to and no to at the same time, like simultaneously. It's like Schrodinger's DM, where we're ready and not ready all at the same time.
Yeah. Meep. Sad Meep's gone.
Sad Meep's gone too.
I wanted to get to know her more.
I want her to be my best friend forever.
Yeah.
Also, she's very tiny and can get into little small spaces with her little tiny hands. It's very convenient to have someone like that on your team, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So,
yes.
If I don't think kobolds live that long, so we wouldn't even have to pay her too much. You know?
Damn.
So,
Okay. Wow.
Wow.
And just being realistic, you know?
So, if you didn't know by now, you can get early access to the VODs as well as the podcast by joining our Patreon, which the link will be below in the video or in the chat right there. If you're watching us live. If you do that, you can get little bite-sized, smaller episodes to listen or watch. And there's also a tier on our Patreon where you can help me build an NPC that'll be in the game. It'll live in here. So go take a look at that. Also, I know they said this last week as well, but be on the lookout for a special bonus episode of Caches and Cantrips to see exactly what happened to Ron while he was away. So that'll also be available on VOD and podcast format and will be early available to our patrons. I'm excited for that.
Me too.
I'm excited, but without any further ado, we'll go ahead and get settled in tonight and get ready for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. Our story last left off with the party making their way to the fortress at the top of the Waynoak Mountains. Valken and Vin were still invisible at the time and continued to scout the outer walls of the structure. While Vin and Valken were scouting, Ron reappeared back into existence directly in front of Bryn and Meep. This, of course, drew the attention of the guards at the fortress. After a brief attempt at a parley with the adventurers, the occupying force decided that they didn't buy their story of why they were in the mountains. After some guards yelled some things that the group didn't understand in Dwarvish, the group saw a small plume of smoke rising from the interior. A voice inside yelled in common, "Hurry! They're burning the orders." The battle had begun. The rest of the party rushed forwards towards the gates as Valken infiltrated the fortress from the side. Ultimately, the group defeated all of the guards except for one that disappeared behind the wall at the back of the fortress. Ultimately, they were able to rescue 3 of the scouts from Vantis, of which one was the leader, Iris Denore. Iris informed the group that the escaped guard was more than likely alerting the rest of the encampment down below, that something was wrong in the fortress. They'd also learned that a large portion of the orders had been burned, but there was a small amount of information that could potentially still be used or useful. After gathering some supplies, they set off back into the mountains. The first day of travel, they decided to push several hours into the night in an attempt to escape the impending pursuers, as they continually heard war horns in the distance. As this exhausted some of the party members, the next day they continued running though. The party unfortunately lost one of the Vantis scouts to a rock slide. that sent them tumbling down the mountainside on their travels. One evening, Bryn also received a magical message from her babas, asking why she hasn't written or come visit them in some time. They told Bryn that if she wouldn't visit them, then they would have to come visit her. The next day, the party continued onward as the war horns grew ever closer and closer, to the point that within earshot, someone was yelling and taunting them, saying that they'll be caught. Ultimately, the party was found. A dwarf with a long black beard wielding 2 pistols was leading a group of other dwarves, Aarakocra, and ogres. During the battle, Vin, of course, popped the cork on the ever-smoking bottle in an attempt to flee from the attackers. As they tried to hide in the mountains to avoid them, the group was narrowly discovered. However, their friend, the stone giant Grurin, was able to come to their aid and impose himself in between the group as they made their escape. When they got back to the city of Falshir a few days later, Iris was able to take the group through the bastion, bypassing the city gates. Ultimately, they were able to return Meep to her family, which was currently residing in the city, in Pigside. After they had said their goodbyes and watched Meep reunite with their family, the group went back to the Happy Cloud to get some much-needed rest and some baths. Of course, while they were waiting on water to be drawn for them, the 2 attendants entered the room and began to look like Vin, saying, "I'm glad we found you." And that is where we will begin our session tonight. And I believe I said that, did Meep come back into existence? Of course that was supposed to be Ron. But you understand, you watched last episode. But the first thing that I would like you all to do is go ahead and roll initiative, because we are coming in hot.
Okay. I was not expecting that.
Oh.
All right, be nice to me tonight.
Wow. I'm awake.
Yes.
Okay.
And I will get your initiatives in just one moment.
Oh. It's my dex. Oh, +0. Okay, I remembered.
Bryn, what is your initiative roll?
19.
19. Okay. Ron, what is yours?
It is 18.
An 18. Okay. Very nice. Falcon, what is yours?
19.
A 19. Okay. So as these 2 Vinposters have made themselves known into the room where both Vin and Bryn are staying, one of them begins to cast a spell. Now I'm gonna need some numbers here. Okay, so they cast this spell in Vin's direction, and you can see kind of the energy coming out of this Vinposter's hand, and you can see her Vin starting to hold her head and her eyes growing heavy, and she collapses onto the floor. Bryn, what do you do?
First I want to yell at Vin. Vin, are you okay? What is happening? Who are you? And I want to yell it really loud in hopes that my friends on the other side of this poorly built wooden, non-soundproofed wall will hear. And then, after yelling really loud, So that was clearly the Vin that was in the room with me, right? Like, it's very
Yes.
clear.
It is clear to you.
Okay, I want to run forward and try to grapple the first Vin that I can see, the one that's
Okay.
closest to me.
The one that's closest to you would be this one that did not cast a spell. So go ahead and make your athletics check with an opposed.
Okay.
Okay.
I actually also realized I didn't use an inspiration last time that was floating. That I should have used, I think. So I would like to use that now.
Sure, go
That's
for
okay. Didn't need it. I didn't need it, but you know what? That's okay. I still feel good about this.
I will tell you that the Vin posture shows athletics and rolled a 17.
And this is athletics for me too, you said?
Yeah, you have to choose athletics.
22.
All right, so as you have to move closer, the
I can't.
not sure why you can't, but she's
Oh,
grappled.
We can't see the
we
map.
need the map, please.
Oh,
I was looking at screen. I was cheating.
oh, you should be able to see. Well, that's the thing that I need to do real quick. Let's see here. All right, anything else that you would like to do, Bryn, while I fix this?
No.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Okay.
Pick up my shield, I guess, before I did that.
Very nice.
That's it.
Can you all see now?
Negative.
We're still on the map.
Interesting.
Should we refresh?
Maybe.
Try and refresh. Well, while that's happening, did we just wake up or are we just going to bed?
You were just going to get baths drawn for you. It's not sleepy
We
time
took
yet.
baths.
Okay.
Yeah, we were about to take baths.
So
Apparently,
then-
fancy baths in our rooms.
So
that didn't work
okay.
for me.
Got it.
Do you guys have the map or the?
No. I'm just seeing the world map.
Oh. We need the map as in it's not a black screen, as in you need to actually be moved over to the proper scene so you can see what's going on.
Now I see it.
That's the
Sorry,
problem
we
that
don't
I
know
can
these
solve.
things. Look, we're just dumb players.
That's
okay?
a problem I can solve. There we go.
Ooh, look at this door button.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it appears that
Whoa,
one of
wait.
you opens the door because that's
Yep,
gonna have to be
sorry.
on your turn. That's okay.
I got excited because I saw a button. I wanted to push it.
Hey, that's
yeah, you
okay.
can't give us buttons and expect us to not press them.
I can fix that. You get a little glimpse. But yeah, that's why they're only off all the way to the right, because there's a lot more than what you see happening. You're in a nice happy cloud inn. So Bryn, that was your turn. Falcon, what do you do, buddy?
We are awake or?
Yeah, you were just waiting on getting a bathtub in here and getting some nice rags and a bath drawn for you. Just waiting for that.
I'm gonna say with my elf ears, I probably heard Bran yell. So, turn to Ron and be like, "Did you hear Brent? I think we ought to go see what's going on." And then I'm going to open the door.
Open the door, buddy.
Door's open.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go over to the room if I can. Wait, which direction is the room? How do I?
You'll have to walk out.
I don't know how to put myself.
You just gotta use WASD and just kind of walk yourself to the left. Go out the door. There you
Okay,
go.
there we go. Do I know which door is theirs?
There's only two choices.
Right. I'm saying we would have known where
You
our
might
rooms were.
have. Yeah. I'll tell you what.
Oh, I'm gonna
You
go
know where the
along.
sound was coming
Bryn,
from,
and
so
it's
you just
some,
you know
like-
she was yelling, so not a big deal.
Which one was it? Sorry.
Down here, you heard her yell from down here.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna kick the door open.
Okay, so if you're gonna kick this door open, I'm just gonna let you do it because rule of cool. But since you
I'm a
used
monk.
a free action to open one door,
Oh.
you'll have to use that to open the other. But you can kick it down.
Yeah, let's kick it down.
All right. this door just totally just flies open as you kick it down, which I think it should be open now.
Okay.
And you
And I can
see two Vins and a Bryn and someone else lying down in the back that's also a Vin.
Which one do I need to hit? And I don't know which one to hit. So I guess after breaking down the door, I'm going to do.
Sorry, I'm grappling one of them, right?
Oh, oh yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Why are you grappling that Vin? Which Vin?
I'm just like, get that one. I'm pointing at the one
Okay.
next door.
I'll get the one she pointed at. I guess it would be probably the one at the top.
She's grappling the one that's right next to her, so the one's beside her. Sorry, I realized what Moose was telling me.
Oh, you mean Meebs?
There you go. My bad.
He was trying to convince us all that his name wasn't Ron because he's really mad that the Fae keep taking him, and he couldn't. He said Meep, and we're like, we already know Meep. You can't have that name. And he's like, no. I heard it somewhere.
Read it in a book.
It was like a dream.
Yeah.
Okay. Over to Ron. Ron, what do you
Friday,
do?
everyone.
So, I'm assuming because Ron was getting ready to take a bath. Ron's currently just in his loincloth. So, Ron's gonna grab his hammer and run out of there. I'm on my way, Valken. And then,
Shoot, I didn't specify that if I had a weapon.
you're a monk.
I guess we're going.
And are these double doors?
You're wide enough. You can get through there if you want. You can move through them. Is that what you were asking?
Yeah.
There you go. Good enough.
Ron's confused, so I'm just gonna do a little perception to see what's going on here
Sure.
with a 17.
Yeah, so as you're kind of looking, you see that Bryn has got one of the Vins held. The others haven't said anything. You heard some shouting. You see two Vins and then a Vin lying down. But as far as like trying to discern who is who, you have no idea. They're all exactly identical.
Ron's gonna wait this one out and ready in action in case he gets attacked. Ron will retaliate.
Gotcha. Now that I got my mess is up fixed, where you are once again Ron on all the applicable screens. Hopefully. Up next is going to be this one that you have grappled, Bryn. Let's see. And they are going to cast a spell. I need Bryn as well as Valken to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh boy.
As you're holding on to this Vin, keeping her from going anywhere, she kind of waves her hand as kind of green goo, and then she expends from her hands as acid splashes into the room. Valken, what was your dex save roll?
Why? Dex save is 10.
What was yours, Bryn?
Sorry, 1 second, because I think I can use my shield for this. Is it a spell or a other harmful effect?
It is
that
a spell.
targets- Oh, it doesn't target only me though.
It does not.
I can't use it. Okay, so that was a 15.
Okay, both of you take 6 acid damage.
Ugh.
Okay. Let's see. Vin is currently unconscious and incapacitated. This Vin needs to make a roll.
Oh.
Okay. You see some kind of magic surge similar to, I mean, as far as you know, it's Vin, some wild magic surge, and then something happens, but you can't immediately discern what the effect was initially.
Does that? Can I use my ready action to smack
Yes.
the Vin in front of me? Okay. It's a nat one.
Okay. Let's see.
Village better be doing her push-ups or
Oh,
squats.
Okay. Doing some quick maths here, my bad. I apologize. And then this one is going to disengage.
Ever clone.
We'll disengage and we'll expend some sorcery points and cast another spell. This one at Ron and Falcon. I need you both to make dexterity saving throws again.
Oh, jeez. You get +2 on your saves, Falcon, for being next to me.
Oh, I do really?
My aura protection.
That's awesome.
10.
Okay.
11.
You both take 8 acid damage.
Ouch.
I'm rolling bad with this dice.
Okay. Bryn, you're next.
Okay. They're clearly attacking us at this point, so I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to. Wait, I still have this one grappled.
You do.
I'm gonna continue to grapple then, I guess.
Okay.
Because I don't. Well, can she still? She can still do stuff.
There's just their movement speed 0.
I want to try to knock her out. So I'm gonna do some non-lethal damage.
Sure.
Yeah, just some basic non-lethal damage. With,
So
like,
are you going
my
to be using
hand-axe.
your fist? Because I believe you grabbed your shield, so you have a shield and you're holding in the other
I'm gonna
arm.
bash her with my shield.
All right, give me a roll for an improvised weapon.
Okay, how do I do that?
So a d20 plus your strength modifier.
17.
Okay, that definitely hits. Roll a d4 and add your strength.
4 damage.
Gotcha.
This will be a long fight, y'all.
All right, 4 damage it is. Valken, you're next.
Okay. So, do I get any cool things since Bryn's like grappling her?
So when someone is grappled, it just means that they can't move anywhere. Like
Okay, that's
restrained and stuff like that is a little different, but usually it takes more than just trying to grapple them.
Okay. I think I'm without my sword currently.
It's totally up to you. You could have easily grabbed it on your way out. The hard part would be like armor and things like that, which you don't care about.
Yeah. I don't know if I would have grabbed it. I think he just went fast and probably didn't grab it.
Okay.
So
Up to you.
I'm using fisties.
Um,
So
please gain an inspiration.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm gonna throw a punch at the one Bryn's grappling.
Go for it.
Yeah, 17 plus 7.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And I would like to spend a key point to do a stunning strike.
Go for it. What's the save on that?
For stunning strike, that is, I believe it's a 12. Hold on.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, con save.
I got a
DC 12.
A 20. What was your damage on the strike?
Damage on the strike is 9.
Gotcha. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Try again.
All right, go for it.
Might not hit. 13.
Yeah, 13 hits.
Oh, okay. And I will expend another key point to try and stun.
They got a 17.
Man. Okay. Well, the damage is 10 on that one.
Okay, a lot of strikes here. This one's definitely looking pretty hurt. Anything else you'd like to do?
Can't move or else I'll get hit, right?
Potentially.
I'll just hang out. We'll just hang out right there.
Okay. Ron.
Ron's just gonna rush past this clone Vin and attack the one in the back. I'm gonna leap over the desk just in case I don't hit that chair.
Okay.
Strike it down with my hammer as my loincloth
Go for it.
flutters into the air. 24 to hit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm two-handing it since I didn't grab my shield.
Now there's
Very
a
nice.
moon inside the bedroom.
Hey, take an inspiration as well. Leaving your equipment behind.
Swing with a what's that? A 14.
That hits. You're looking for a 10.
Oh, the damage is 14.
Oh, the damage is 14. That's right. You said other things earlier. Okay.
And then my second attack is a hit as well, with an additional 8 damage.
Gotcha. Okay. Doing some damage to him. Up next. Is that all you wanted to do?
Yes. Oh, and then I said, bad Vin must surrender. And then I'm done.
Gotcha. Okay, up next is this Vin. And you, the one that's in front of you, Falcon, I mean, you really laid in to this Vin. And you felt like that you should have damaged them a lot more than they seem that they are. But you're really not, you really can't pinpoint why. Okay. This Vin is going to cast a spell. I need both Bryn and Valken to make another dex save for me.
We get a bonus from being near.
You're too far, I believe.
You gotta be 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
21.
Oh, Bryn's within 10.
Okay, yeah. So Bryn, you get a +2.
Well, I don't think it's gonna help.
Oh.
8.
So Bryn, I'll tell you both what happens. As Valken, as you see another kind of incantation coming from her hands, you're able to kind of dodge out of the way. Bryn, you kind of try to get your shield up, and you see just flames erupt out of her hands. So Bryn, you take 16 fire damage. Valken, you take half that.
Oh boy.
Yikes.
And up next, okay, Ron, the one in front of you, you can see that some of the damage that you did starts to heal itself inherently.
What? I'm sorry. Whoa.
Okay. So you see, as this Vin starts to take actions, that she doubles in size, and her head almost hitting the ceiling. And you see another surge of this magic that just makes her grow.
Okay.
And they are going to use their bonus action. They're going to cast a spell that you're familiar with, which is Misty Step.
Oh.
And she kind of becomes ethereal and then appears just outside. And is going to use an action to cast another spell, and this is going to be against Valken and Bryn again. Make another dex saving throw.
Good lord.
18.
14.
You both take 5 acid damage. Is that same? Just
Jeez.
acid comes out from her hands. Bryn.
Okay, no more Mrs. Nice Bryn. I am done with you. Whoever you are, it's time for you to die. And I'm going to attack the one that I'm grappling. I'm going to release her,
Okay,
attack her with my shield,
gotcha.
which will miss, I think.
You're looking for a 10.
It's just plus my dex.
Plus your strength.
Oh, plus my strength. Hey, I got a 10.
Yeah, all right.
Exactly.
Roll d4 plus your strength.
6 damage. And then
All right.
I'm going to try to shove her prone.
Go for it. Is it a dexterity or an acrobatics? Yeah. Ooh, natural 1.
Great.
Nice.
She's prone. And then I'd like to
Prone.
free item interaction pull out my... Nope. I'll walk over and pick up my axe and then walk back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to smash her with it.
All right. Roll
With my
advantage.
second action. That will hit. 7 plus 6.
Mm-hmm.
8 damage.
Okay, and kind of like Valken, you're smashing and laying in, but it's not doing as much damage as you thought that you should.
Okay.
Perhaps that they are resistant to some sort of damages.
What are you? Tell us.
Valken.
Okay. This is seeming like a a confrontation that's going nowhere at the moment. So I'm gonna use another key point to do Step of the Wind. That should let me disengage, right, and go.
Yeah. If you're looking to disengage, which direction are you going?
Towards the Vin that's
Big or little?
the one that's been like laying down the entire time.
Okay.
At this point, Valken's assuming that's our Vin.
Uh-huh.
So I would like to head that direction to her.
Yep.
And
Go for it.
that's the wrong way. Okay. Jumping over stuff to get to her. Can I discern from like getting up to her? Does she just look unconscious?
She
dead?
looks completely unharmed and is just unconscious, sleeping, just not awake.
I don't know if this is Arvin or not, but I'd like to pick her up if I can.
Okay.
And my goal is to eventually try to take her away from these things, but that big one's blocking the door. So for now, I'm just gonna try and pick her up and just carry her currently. So do I have to do a roll?
No, you can just pick her up easily. They're fine.
Okay. So if I have her, I'm assuming my movement's low now.
Yeah, you'd be at half speed.
Which, with Step of the Wind, does that put me at normal speed?
I believe so.
I don't know how this works.
Let me see. I believe with Step of the Wind that you let's see. Yeah, you can disengage or dash. So you disengaged.
I disengaged.
So
okay.
you are at half speed.
Okay, so that would have taken me to.
You have 5 feet left.
5 feet. Yeah. Okay. I'll just pick her up then.
Okay.
And that's it.
Sounds good. Ron.
Ron's gonna run over to prone Vin and just smash.
Go for it.
And then you know what I'm gonna do? No.
You have advantage, so.
Okay. Hold on. Is smite my reaction, right? Or I just trigger it whenever.
Smite is oh look, you hit. I guess I'll smite.
Okay. Okay, beautiful. So as a bonus action, then I will cast magic weapon on my hammer,
Okay.
and then Ron will smash on fallen Vin. Bad Vin. So hits, and then he's going to smite.
Big numbers.
13. What's 18? 25 on the first hit.
Okay. So you put a mighty amount of damage as you slam down and just radiant energy just erupts out of your hammer. And you expect to see nothing below your hammer, but she's there barely hanging on.
All right, it's final blow. All right, hits because more than 10. And 13 damage.
Okay. That is just what you needed. So when you slam,
do not look above my loincloth. Yeah, as I swing down.
as you slam your hammer down and you connect and you lift it and not sure what to expect, but the energy, it turned into just this green mist of energy and then dissipate in Vin's direction. And once they make contact with this Vin's direction, disappears. similar to what happened with the other Vin in the forest. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's my turn.
This Vin. Let's see. They're going to cast this again. I need Ron and Bryn to make a dex saving throw.
18.
Okay.
Don't forget your +2, Bryn.
$13.
So what were the totals on the saving throw?
18.
So you take 8 fire damage. Bryn, you take 16.
13. I take 16.
Yeah, as flames erupt from her hands. And you hear a very
Bryn.
familiar voice just say, "No, let me have her! No, stop protecting her!" She backs away. Okay, and then another surge of magic happens, but you're not sure what the effect is. And some of the previous wounds start to close on her. Bryn.
Bryn spits up a bunch of blood and half her face looks burnt, and she's gonna pull out her healing tonic and drink some. Holy
That's
shit.
not good.
And I'm gonna get let me do this the right way. Is that a free item? No, that's my action.
Yes.
I think that's my action because I'm gonna heal from it. Yeah. If there's anything else I can do to not die. Oh, it was 1d6. Okay. I'm looking a lot better after drinking that, though. Like a lot better.
Okay. Anything
Not
else? you'd like-
great, but a lot better. I'm just gonna. Whoever that is, she needs to die, and I'm gonna kind of hide along the wall, like pull away from the group a little bit. Like I need a minute.
Okay. Falcon.
Okay. I want. This other one does not seem to be dying, so I want to get Arvin to safety, or what I assume is Arvin. Somehow. So, half my movement.
Yep.
If I did step of the wind, would that be back to full movement then?
It would. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. Another key point. Step the wind. And
Go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
try to run with her out of the room into where I think other people might be.
Gotcha. So you can see,
Let's
you can try to make it downstairs or another room away from where you are. There's a room where you came from. There's a room above that as well.
Yeah. I'm just for now. I'm just gonna run with her out of the room. So that's 50 feet.
Yep.
Not working. I think I can get it right there.
Okay.
There.
Ron.
Just as I'm running by, I'm telling him like, I'm taking Arvin and I'm getting out of here. You should follow.
Okay. And Ron's like, "I can get her to safety. Ron will handle this." And he flies through the door with a roaring uppercut swing with the mace. Or the
Go for it.
hit with 14 or 15 damage.
Okay.
And second swing is a hit, and I'll smite on this one. Uh, 17. 25 damage.
Yeah, so this Vin on that final swing, and you expect some resistance as you make contact, and then you swing through, and that same green ethereal mist enters the air as this Vin disappears and flows right into the Vin that Valken is holding. And then ends. After your turn in initiative, you see this door to the north fly open, and you see someone with armor running over to you and just shouting a battle cry. It looks like their armor is kind of halfway put on, and they're carrying a longsword, and they go, "Ah!"
Running
They
at me.
appear in front of here. And he looks at you all, kind of half, ready with weapons and varying levels of unarmored or undressed, and he says, "I must have scared them away, obviously." You immediately recognize this is the adventurer who was boasting about all of the loot that they had gotten the first time that you stayed in the Happy Cloud. Never fear, Brannis is here.
Brannis?
Oh, Lord, I need a drink. Pardon me. And starts to head downstairs.
Just like that.
Why does he need to drink? He did nothing. But we must. Vin, I try to gently smack her face. Vin, wake up.
So, as you kind of smack Vin, she comes to and just says, What happened?
Oh, two bad Vins up here and tried to take you. We destroyed them, but then this stuff, green mist, went inside you.
Again?
What do you mean again?
Same thing happened when you fought the Vinposter in the forest.
Oh,
Why are so many same Vins trying to take you?
I have no idea. I wish I knew.
well, let me put you down then.
Thanks. My head really hurts. I need that bath and some sleep, probably.
Is it safe to remain here? They found you. Then, if there are 3 bad Vins, how many more are there?
I have no idea. They found us in the middle of the forest, so, they have no problem finding us.
This is a good point. Perhaps, you should get some rest, Finn, and we will, go make sure the establishment knows that everything is, A-okay right now. And I'm gonna try to close the door on her, like just, you go over there.
She goes back to, the room where you all were waiting.
Guys, what are we going to do about Vin?
This is very most upsetting.
You all hear cheering from downstairs. "Ah!" And drinks being clinked together.
Ugh. Maybe we could find a doctor to take her to. Someone who knows about these sort of things. Someone who could take a look at her.
I'm not a magic person, but it seems like magic was at play here. Maybe
Yes.
some sort of mage might know.
Doctor
Well,
might not be very
I mean-
helpful.
No, I mean, like my baba is like a doctor. She is medicine woman, but she also knows all about magic. Magic is just another name for science.
Where's your Baba?
Oh, well, she's not really close, so that probably won't work. I just meant like an example, you know, like we don't have to go to like one of those rich people medical doctors that just puts band-aids on things. I mean, we could find like a real professional, you know?
Either way, we cannot leave Vin unattended. They could come back and attack her again.
True, but I think she has a valid point. They found her in the middle of woods, so I think maybe from now on we all just need to stay together at all times, forever.
Yes, that's what Ron meant. That we cannot leave her alone.
What if this is a part of her weird magic that just happens? Maybe that's why they appear and are immediately there. You know what I mean?
So Vin's crazy.
The one did disappear. She didn't die.
Yes, both this time, both same, turned into mist, and Vin absorbed their essence. Ron wonders if this means Vin gets stronger.
Like, the more of them she absorbs? I don't know. They were just doing the same sort of things that she could do. I don't know that it would be any different. You know, they use the acid where they sprays, the ship sprays like the acid at you, and then they did the other one where she's like, oh, now I do fire on you. We're actually pretty lucky, because I know Vin can do some more stuff than that.
Either way, I need some rest. How about you?
You
can figure it out in the morning.
A voice coming back up the stairs, kind of just laboring. You hear like the clink of like chainmail and kind of armor coming up the stairs, and holding a couple of drinks. And it's Brannis, that same kind of young human fellow with the long brown hair, like the chiseled jaw. And he says, I thought that I would at least, you know, buy you some drinks. You know, since you helped a little, right?
Hello, Brannis.
Who's this
Thank
guy?
you. And we saw him a long time ago, right?
The first night you stayed in the Happy Cloud, he was down at the bar regaling people of his adventures and all of the
I don't even remember
all the cool
him. That's
loot
just
that he
how
got.
important he is.
Ron does not know who you are, but thank you.
Yeah, what was your name again?
Brannis.
Oh, I'll try to remember next time. Probably won't.
Well, maybe we'll cross paths at some point in adventuring. You see, I adventure myself a bit.
Alone? Just yourself?
Of course. I get more loot that way.
You also get more dead that way.
Not yet.
Fair. Anyways, we're very tired because you saw we were attacked while we were trying to rest, so we're going to go to bed, but thank you for the drinks.
You're welcome. You're lucky I was here. Have a good night. Maybe sometime we could talk.
So lucky.
You know, maybe I could teach
Okay.
you some things about adventuring.
What would you like to teach me, please?
Well,
Please enlighten me.
and he kind of looks at
I like
now-
turn full stop when he says that.
Well, it's not lessons. It's not a good time for lessons now. It's time for drinking. You see, well, I didn't buy the drinks. They gave them all to me because I took care of what happened upstairs. So I'm going to go back downstairs
Oh,
and
did
enjoy the
you?
rest of my evening. You all get your rest. I'm sure you need it.
Okay, well, I just took 46 points of fire damage. If you would like me to teach you a little something about surviving fire damage, you just come back up and you let me know.
You look a little hurt. I mean, I've been able to bandage myself previously. I could try to help.
If you touch me, I will cut off your hand.
You're feisty. Have a good night. He turns around and goes downstairs.
Good night. Hate people like that, taking credit.
All right.
Adventures,
Don't even
damn.
want credit for what I
Awful.
can do.
Okay.
Yes, it's best we all stay with Vin tonight.
Okay, so you all pile into the room. and you kind of get ready for the evening. And there's only 2 beds, so you all can choose who gets the beds and who doesn't.
I
It's
don't
totally
need
up
one.
to you.
Aaron sleeps on the floor.
I
Gotcha.
meditate.
I will take both beds. I will shove them together. Just kidding. I think if the beds are big enough, Vin and I were sleeping in the same bed. But
Sure, you can do that. This is a really fancy
Okay.
hotel, so, or a fancy
it's not
inn,
a big deal.
So as you all settle in for the evening and you all finally get a chance for some respite after getting your baths drawn and all of that, enjoying your own personal bath time, you all settle in back to your rooms, all piled into one area, and then go to sleep and lay your heads down after a long journey in the mountains. This is the first time you've all slept in a bed in a long
It
while.
feels so good.
So
This is like sleeping on clouds. Oh, that's why they call it the cloud. What is it called?
a happy
Happy cloud.
cloud.
The happy cloud. I am very happy and I feel like I'm on a cloud.
Yeah, so as you sink in, Ron, as you're laying on the nice rug there in the room, kind of feeling the fibers on your beard, and you fastly go to sleep. And shortly after, your eyes open and you're awake. You see as your eyes kind of adjust from the deep sleep, and you are in a large circular chamber. The walls are made from mossy stonework, and you can see that there's a large dome above you, but it's not stone. It's trees, roots, and vines that encompass this and leave a small hole in the dome ceiling as a skylight to let the light come in and wash over the room. You see a large gathering of people, all wearing armor and talking about the room. Some are talking in smaller groups, some are seated at a table. But before you, you see a group of 3 armored individuals, one of which, all of which are really wearing plate armor with their helms closed, so you can't see what they look like. But they all have a very similar yet different theme to their tabards. One of which is wearing a tabard that has a large oak tree next to a large blue lake with clear skies and the sun in the background. The other has a large oak tree where the leaves are falling in different shades of red, orange, and yellow. And you see another, the tabard, where on the outsides are black. And you see a large oak tree yet again in the dead of winter, and snow covering the mountains behind it and the ground below, and the same majestic tree with no leaves as they had all been shed for the winter. And you see this armored person with the black tabard in the middle of a conversation. And they're saying, "Nature doesn't care about the rules. Why should we? Does the wolf ask the deer permission before it eats it? No, of course not. Neither should we." And all 3 turn to you as you appear there. And they keep speaking, but almost to you. And they kind of point at you and they say, "Remember how you felt when you took the Bandit King's life, when you avenged Sir Virgil? It needs more people that put the sword where it needs to be. Well, people like you, Ron." The one in blue turns and says, "This is not the way that we do things. We require balance. Good." The other, wearing the tabard with the autumn leaves, turns and say, "All that matters is the balance. Good or bad. Only the balance." And the black one leans in to you, Ron, as their tabard kind of, you see the full picture now, and you recognize immediately that all of these tabards are some various forms of the Oak Father, Sylvanus, and their symbols. Then he leans in to you and says, "Don't listen to them. You know what you have to do. Restore the balance, Ron." And he kind of draws this gleaming sword and kind of holds it in front of him and says, "Return the balance the way that you know you can and that you have before." And sheathes it.
Oh, the balance. One does not know yet.
As you start to speak, you see that they turn away from you and go back to where they were speaking just amongst themselves when you first appeared in this room. And you see the lights start to fade on the skylight above, lighting the room until the last sort of beam focuses on the table in the center with the symbol of Sylvanus. In the room, it goes to black. That morning, I'm sorry, go ahead.
A sweet sword?
Mhm. Yeah. That morning, you all wake up, feel very well rested. You're in the Happy Cloud Inn. You hear the hustle and bustle of the morning.
Ron, are you okay? You didn't snore as much as you normally do last night. Your breathing clearing up?
Oh, Ron feels great.
Oh,
Just-
good.
I assume any points of exhaustion go away. Sorry.
Yeah, you have had rest, so you're good now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all achieve a
Much
long
better.
rest, so no worries
so
there.
much better. Good, because I still was really low on hit points.
How is Vin doing?
She appears to be fine.
She's still asleep?
She wakes up with the rest of you. The effects
Oh,
that
okay.
were seen in the battle seem to have completely faded. And as you all are waking up and sort of getting ready for the day, you hear just a knock at your door.
Yes?
Swear to God if this is Brannis.
Oh, yes, I have a message for you.
You may
Red
deliver the message.
If it's
And
Brannis, I'm going to punch him, Ron.
opens
I'm going to punch him.
opens the door, and you see someone in just some very nice, almost noble looking clothing sort of walk in the room and hand a letter to whoever grabs it first, and they kind of bow and said, yes, you'll be expected at the Citadel later this morning. Thank you. And they bow and they
Whoa,
leave.
that was fast.
Oh, then we must get a quick breakfast and then head over.
Agreed. Although I've been thinking, you know what I said? I'm gonna wait till Vin's like, I don't know, go in the bathroom or something. You know
Sure,
what I
you
said
can find
about my
something.
babas? I really do think that'd be able to help. Like, check her out, you know, figure out what the deal is. They're very far and I don't really have like a way to contact them. But maybe that's something we need to do. Like, after we get this whole sword thing sorted out, we could go and like, I don't know. I'm just really worried about being, and it's not normal.
Well, nothing has been normal about the Vin from the very beginning.
Oh, this is true, but I just
That's
feel like,
true.
well, this time she literally almost killed me. Like, I was very almost dead. And, you know, I like her, but I don't know that I really want to let her kill me, so I just think I should probably try and sort this out. Plus, remember, last time there was only one Vin. This time there's two Vin. What if next time it's three Vin? Then we're all sorts of fucked.
We shall do what we always do and smash them
Well, I
into
know, but
green mist.
they almost killed me this time, Ron. I was almost dead.
I'm not a huge fan of the cold, but if you think your babas,
Yeah, my bubbles.
you think they can help,
I think so. They know a lot
we might
about
have to go
everything.
there.
They taught me everything I know, you know?
Isn't
They're doctors.
but Icegarth has the mage group. We can also find information there.
Oh, it's true. We could do that. That's true. I think either is a good option. We could just sort of like whatever you think is best. I just don't think we should do nothing, you know what I mean?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Or like maybe I can find someone that can like use a spell to get in touch. Sometimes my babas will get in touch with me. Maybe I will get lucky and I can ask them like, you know, via like a message, like calling, you know. Like a long distance call, you know what I mean?
Yes, magic. Magic can do many things.
Yeah, magic, okay, yeah. So just, you know.
Okay, breakfast.
Yes.
Oh yes, breakfast.
Okay, you go downstairs and get your breakfast. On the menu this morning is some nice smoked sausage, sharp cheese, some blueberries, and flatbread, which will cost you a gold apiece.
All right.
Because this is a expensive establishment. You see Brannis there at the bar regaling people of tales, and he goes, "Oh yes, and of course the adventurers that required my aid. Of course they were doing their best, but I mean ultimately, you know, when I came to assist, it was too much for these beings as they disappeared into
I'm going
nothingness."
to kill him. I'm going to kill him.
What exactly happened? What's his name? Ass.
Well, of course, I heard the call for help, and I put my armor on and grabbed my sword and vanquished the being and disappeared into nothingness.
What the?
Did you know?
Somebody hold me back. Somebody
You
hold
sure
me
you're
back.
not drunk last night? See things?
No, of course not.
Or
Were
hear
you?
things.
And he says, "Come, we're all friends here, please. I'm just saying, sit down, or you can have your own breakfast. We're all adventurers here. It's fine."
You take a seat at the far table away from him.
Okay. All right. So you sit as far away from Brannis as you possibly can, as he has a small, just kind of group gathered around him as he's kind of retelling stories about his adventures. And you grab your breakfast and eat it.
I want to do something before we leave. If they're still at that table.
Oh yeah, he's still at the bar, eating it up, man. People are eating out of his hand for all these awesome stories of regaling tales of fighting goblins and kobolds.
Okay. Are we heading to the place?
Yeah. Let us head to the citadel. Well, we have audience with the king. No big deal.
Someone just goes,
just the king.
"The king, yeah, I'm sure of it, yeah." And then everyone just kind of gets a good chuckle.
Falcon goes up to Brannis, puts an arm on his shoulder, and says, "You know what? I wanted to personally thank you for saving our necks back there.
It's the least I could do, and you'd have done the same for me."
See, I have this item here. It turns any alcohol into the most amazing drink you've ever had.
Oh, really?
And I wish to give it to you as a small token of thanks."
Well, Varquad, that's very nice of you, of course.
Thank you. You got my name right. I open up the pouch and pour into his drink the fizzy powder,
Okay.
the one that makes sparks fly from your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, now you need to mix this very thoroughly
Right, of course.
and enjoy.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Then I pat him on the back and walk away.
And as you're kind of walking away, you hear him telling stories, and He takes a sip, and then you just hear the bar kind of erupt in laughter. Almost like they're laughing at him as he's like, what? What? Oh!
Amazing. Amazing.
I'm down to 2 fizzy powders now.
Good use of that. Good use of that.
I thought you were going a different direction. I was about to roll for the pitcher that you have.
Oh, I would have been pissed. if you
Oh,
did that.
yeah. Oh, no.
Okay, so you all make your way across town here, and from what you remember, you were staying sort of in the area called Gold Crest, which is kind of the upper crust area, and you can see kind of the Citadel sitting atop like kind of a hill with the large greens around it and the interior wall. And you make your approach, and as you are walking towards the gates, there are a couple guards like there were earlier when you had gone there, and they stop you, and you see someone kind of poke around the corner, and says to you, no, let them through, they're with me, please, let them through, come. And you see a sort of like an older, short, stout halfling male with sort of a rounded face, with gray hair pulled back, and just these large gray sideburns to kind of puff out the side of his face. He's got blue eyes and just exquisitely made clothing. And you see that they're holding almost like a parchment tablet with them. They look, based on how the guards move out of the way, they appear very official and much higher pay grade than they are. And he says, come this way, yes. I am Chancellor Martin Wyndham, and I will be taking you first to General Uthek for a quick debriefing on the occurrences of what happened in the past week. And then you will be seeing King Oscar. Are you all prepared? And he looks you over. Oh dear. We will make one additional stop in the Citadel before you see King Oscar. Yes. All right.
Oh,
Come along.
okay.
Come along.
Yes.
Oh, well,
All right, let's go.
Okay, sure, yeah, let's go.
And he leads you into the interior walls. And if you take notice, they didn't check you. They didn't talk to you. They have let you all pass through as you are. And
Ooh, look at us. If only Brannis could see us now.
and that is where we will take a break for now. And when we come back, we will see what happens with the group as they kind of give General Uthek their debriefing and potentially go see the king. So don't go anywhere. And we will see you all here in just a little bit. Go get your snacks, get some nice stretches going, and we will see you here in a bit.
Kirby.
BRB.